Well, it is almost impossible to be in Advent and not to give an exhortation on the virtue of patience. For of all things, Advent is the season of patience. This church season celebrates the Old Testament's long wait for Jesus, from that first promise in Genesis to Eve to the final promise moments before given to Mary. And it is also the season, if done well by us, when your kids can't wait for the birthday of Jesus to come, and yet must wait. Each day the Advent calendar says, coming, not yet. Coming, not yet. Each night a little more decoration, but it's not done. All of it in our houses is building to the climax of Christmas. So because the 24 days of Advent are the church season to remember waiting for Jesus, it's also the season to practice patience. So let's talk patience. For the Christian, patience is not passive. Patience isn't simply not getting there yet. That's waiting. That's waiting. But patience is a virtue. Waiting is just a circumstance. Patience is a virtue. Patience is the active refusal to let irritation run the house in your heart while you wait. And that right there, that's no small feat. A self-discerning Christian knows most of his or her spiritual failures come from impatience. The angry spark of annoyance that things are going slow, the long grumble that life isn't what I want yet, the reaching in our lives for some sinful comfort because God hasn't given us the thing we want yet. So patience in all of that is the grace that is willing to absorb a moment of inconvenience. For patience is not merely a personal quirk. Some people are good at it and some aren't. Patience is always a theological statement. Or when we snap, we are declaring that God's timetable is insufficient, that his providence is inconvenient, that his orchestrations of our day should have been edited differently. And if that's impatience, then patience is a statement of faith. Patience is a statement of faith. Patience is submission to the God who governs not only our days, but our delays. Patience is a settled conviction that nothing is going wrong simply because it is going slower than I want it. To cultivate patience is to begin to believe and then to act like God knows what he's doing with our timetables. And so the big question is, do you believe that? And if you believe it, do you act on it? And that reminds us of our need to confess. So hear this prayer, this scripture of confession from Psalm 34. The Lord is near to those who have a broken heart and saves such as have a contrite spirit. If you're with us today and are able, please kneel with us. Come, let us worship and bow down. Kneel before the Lord our God, our Maker.